Well, good morning and welcome to beautiful Tarpon Springs, Florida. This is a really cool little town that was discovered and founded in 1876. Some of the local fishermen and farmers saw fish jumping that were just mullet, but they thought they were tarpon, and they said, look at the Tarpon Spring. That's how it got its name. In 1887, it became the first incorporated town or city in Pinellas County. This is a great little town. I'm going to show you around the historic little area. Then we're going to go over to the sponge docks, take a look at some of the sponge diving, the vessels, the boats, talk to some people, some of the great Greek food. And another really cool fact is this is the largest Greek American population in the United States, outside of Greece, actually. Over 10% of the population is of some Greek heritage. So let's go take a look around the town, do some exploring, and have some fun. Right now we're walking on what is called Tarpon Avenue. It is early in the morning and it's a Sunday, so it may be a little harder to find people to talk to and things to do this early. We'll see what we run into. I was gonna film yesterday, but it was a rainy day the entire day and just would not have done well. But let's see what we can do, see what we can find as always. Such a cool little historic area. I bet this is hustling and bustling on a nice Saturday afternoon. Now this is definitely going to have a small town fishing type vibe to the video. Going to be a little more touristy than I would typically like to show. I like to go to the more unbeaten path, but I thought this would be a really cool place. A lot of rich heritage here. And when we get over to the sponge docks, you're going to see a lot of really cool stuff. Beautiful. And then of course, who doesn't love good Greek food? A lot of great little antique stores.
And that's because they
Oh, cool. Cool coffee shop. Beautiful place. There's a bike path that runs all the way up the county. It's called the Pinellas Trail. And you can ride for miles and miles. It's a pretty popular path, especially on a beautiful day like today. It's a little cloudy, a little overcast. I personally love these kind of days. So I was just talking to one of the locals here, and apparently this road is the main road. This is the complete historic downtown part. So, and again, being Sunday, a lot of the shops are closed. I wouldn't waste your time taking you through every little shop, but there's some really cool stuff. There was a cool meat market back there. A lot of these are antique stores. I enjoy those sometimes. Find some interesting stuff. I love looking for cast iron skillets. I love cooking, but let's take a look, see what we can find, and then we'll go over to the sponge docks, which is an incredible little spot. And then we'll go find some fishermen, go into the lesser traveled areas and talk to some other people. Beautiful little artwork there. A lot of rich, rich heritage here. Beautiful homes. The 1910 Inn, historic and special event venue. Beautiful place. So this bayou had what was called the first Epiphany celebration in 1906 by the local Greek Orthodox Church. And that Epiphany is the celebration or commemoration of the baptism of John in the Jordan River. Every year, January 6th, they throw a cross out into this bayou. And trust me, even though it's Florida, January 6th, this water is cold and the air can also be very crisp sometimes in January. And you have thousands of kids, I don't know, hundreds or thousands, jumping into the water after the cross. And they always say that the person who comes up with the cross is blessed for the year. And it's a really big deal here. People from all over come here to watch the Epiphany dive. It's really a neat little celebration. Just a beautiful, beautiful little bayou here. My understanding is this is where they saw the mullet or tarpon jumping, where they got the name, look at the Tarpon Spring. Behind me is an old sponge packing plant from 1912. It's obviously closed up, boarded up now, but what a cool little place. I'm sorry, 1920, my bad. But sponge packing plant. This is now a National Register of Historic Places. Really neat. It's amazing they built so many wooden structures back then and they still survive to this day. I wish this was able to, is there any way to look at it? No. Boarded up pretty good. Very neat. This was the largest, one of the largest areas bringing sponges in the world in the early 1900s. So we're down here in one of the marinas that I stumbled into and want to take a look at some of these little commercial boats that go out. Now right over there is the sponge docks we're going to go to in a little bit, check them out. There was a time where the sponges were hit by a red algae bloom. So the sponging market died. It really just fell off, and a lot of these fishermen started taking up to shrimping. And the market did recover, sponges did recover, but for a long time in the Gulf, a lot of the sponges died off due to that algae bloom, and it became a big problem for the local fishermen, and it really, really hurt the market.
No,
You're on the boat.
Boats.
You're on a boat, okay.
Yeah, I own the Noble there. We're
Really?
vessel. We go
Very
out for
cool.
2-week trips.
2 weeks at a time, and you stay on the boat, obviously.
Yeah.
That makes sense, right? Out into the Gulf.
Yep.
Wow.
Bandit boats that go to Texas.
What does that mean, bandit boat?
See the rig on the back, the spool?
Okay.
That's essentially like a heavy-duty fishing line attached to an electric motor.
Huh.
So they just drop down, usually 30 hook rigs on that with a heavy weight.
And that goes all the way down? How low? Can you?
Depends on where the fish are.
Really?
So
could tell I'm not much of a fisherman.
Gotcha. It's more spot fishing compared to what I do, where I got 4.5 miles of steel cable on that big black spool
Okay.
on the other boat.
Over there,
Yeah.
right?
See, it's all wrapped in saran wrap. So that's about 4.5 miles of steel cable, and we drop that down to the bottom, and as it's going down to the bottom, we clip on 750 hooks.
Wow. Are those all hooks on that blue barrel?
Mm-hmm.
Holy cow.
Yeah, they have a little. It's really messy right now. We're
Ah.
lasting and stuff. So
Yeah. I wouldn't step on board unless you want to get itchy.
No, I don't. I will definitely take your offer on not doing that. That fiberglass is really not fun. But
I'll go
wow.
grab one so
So those are all hooks.
Yep, the barrel over there is full, and usually the third barrel's got hooks in it too, but we're just using that as a trash can right now.
And so how many did you say you put out at one time?
750.
750.
So you have the clip, and then that's the hook. 750 of them. And when the line goes out the back, you'll put a piece of bait on here, throw this overboard, and then clip this to it, and then it goes out. So you have that much.
And what prevents them from bunching up together?
You just they're
Space 'em.
tight enough
Oh.
that they'll usually stay in spot. And if these are new enough and tight enough, then even a big fish won't drag it to the next one.
No,
A
okay.
shark will though.
A shark will
A
make them
shark
all
will
punch
drag
up.
10 of them together, and then you gotta untwist all the knots.
And what kind of bait are you using?
I use everything from squid, mullet, ladyfish, thread herring, mackerel.
Do you cut them up or do you put them out their whole? No, cut them up. Wow. And then what do you normally catch? What kind of fish are you bringing in?
Last trip I had over 20 species. So
Did you?
red snapper, yellowtail snapper.
So it's a vibrant industry still
red
for you
grouper,
guys.
Yellow grouper, gag grouper, scamp grouper, carbo grouper, snowy grouper, Warsaw grouper,
Really? That's incredible.
blackfin tunas, got some mahis.
Wow. All out in the Gulf? Wow. How deep do you go? Because I know that I go out there sometimes and obviously I'm not going out very far, so it's, you know.
As of today, shallow water season closed. So that means we have to be deeper than 220 feet. And probably, I'll probably be looking at like the 1,200 foot zone this next trip.
So how many miles do you go to get to that level?
Depends on where you're heading to.
Yeah.
Whether it's northwest or south. To get to 1,200 feet, you're looking at least a 150-mile run.
Wow. And again, I have no clue about this stuff, so I'm going to ask some kind of dumb questions. But when you're sleeping, you're not anchored. Your boat's running.
If it's rough, we'll anchor.
You will anchor.
Yep.
Okay.
And the waves just hold us in place.
And you sleep and wake up and start your day again. What time do y'all normally get started in the morning?
I like to have my line going in right at sunrise.
At sunrise.
So
Okay.
we're up before sunrise, getting everything ready, getting the anchor up. And then usually the first line's going in right at sunrise, and the last line of the day we do 4 sets a day. The last line's going in right at sunset.
And then do you have an ice machine on the boat?
No, but this fish hole, it goes all the way down to the water, and it also comes into here to about here.
Okay.
And so all of that we'll fill that completely up with ice. It's about 16,000 pounds of ice that we take.
Holy cow. And then that keeps the fish fresh. You bring them back. You sell them locally on the market here?
Yes.
Nice. That's beautiful.
Offloading. This is going to be a commercial dock where you can get ice and you can offload here, but it's not ready yet. So for the time being, I'm going to have to offload at Lockhart Seafood right there.
Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, wow.
And they're more of an established fishing dock that you might be able to talk to some more people about.
Okay. Cool.
Whereas this place is just now getting up and going.
Got it. Well, listen, gentlemen, I appreciate you so much talking to me, giving me your time. I won't take any more of it, but
I
thank you.
appreciate the procrastination.
You said Darren, right?
Darren, yeah.
All right.
Yep.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
You said YouTube? What's your
YouTube is Darren T.
Darren T?
So DARIN and then letter T. You find me on there. So
Right on.
thank you. Appreciate it, guys.
Good meeting you.
Good meeting you. Lockhart Seafood, Tarpon Springs Wholesale and Retail Market. Let's see what they got in here.
Excuse me, sorry.
Hey, good morning.
Bread looks like that. Yeah, that's. I'm learning. I'm making it right now. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Hey, good morning. Just checking places out. Shooting a video on Tarpon Springs in the fishing world.
That's cool. Yeah, man.
Yeah, just want to kind of show people what Tarpon Springs is all about. It's a beautiful place. What's your name?
My name is Zach.
Zach? I'm
White. Nice to meet you.
Darren. Nice to meet you, sir. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, good. What are you doing there?
Hitting all these shrimps in to make some pills.
So are these going to be for food or for bait? These are food, right? These are what you sell. These are those just Gulf shrimp or? Oh, okay. Wow,
They come off our
those are huge.
These are from the East Coast. We call them white shrimp.
White shrimp. No kidding. Man, those are big. And you got those right off of here. Oh, the east. Okay,
We
okay.
have a boat over there.
You have a boat over there and over here.
And we got our fishing boats back here to catch grouper and snapper. And stone crab boats, but this out of season, so.
Thank you.
Be careful back there.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. Bunch of blue crabs. Those would be nice. Who doesn't love good crab? I'll be honest. Sometimes I feel sorry for stuff. If I had to kill my own food, I'd starve. How y'all doing? Hey, I'm doing a video on Tarpon Springs in the fishing world. Do you mind if I film the boat and talk to you guys?
He's the owner, Captain. I'm not real big on autographs and photographs, but
Okay. I'm Darren, by the way. Just in here, just like I said, doing some videos on Tarpon Springs and the fishing world and the sponges and stuff like that. Just for a little YouTube channel. So are you one of the fishermen that go out of this dock?
Yep.
What do you normally go out for, and how long do you go?
Grouper and snapper, I'm usually going about 5 days.
5 days. Okay. So grouper, snapper, and looks like you run lines out. How does it work?
Just pretty much stationary rod and reels.
Oh, really? Okay. So you go out and anchor
Yeah.
and sit. Okay. I was talking to some other guys that they said they put out several hundred hooks on a line.
Yeah,
So
long line. See that boat right there? You see the spool on the back of it?
right.
It's a long line boat. That's abandoned. We rod and reel fish. They set cable.
Ah, okay. So what is this here?
That's the bandit.
This is the bandit. So this,
Rod and reel.
so rod and reel, just no one's holding it.
Big fishing pole.
Okay. I never knew where that was. I appreciate you telling me.
Yeah, it's a big fishing pole. You see the weight hanging there?
Holy cow, yeah.
You just drop it. You see the line. I mean, it's an electric reel.
So this takes it down.
Yeah.
Wow. So you put that on the bottom, or do you stay off the bottom?
They come up well, it comes up a little bit off the bottom. 1 foot off the bottom.
And you put bait on it and just hope for the best. Sit and wait. So it's a waiting game. You got to be patient, like all fishermen. That's probably why I've never been much of a fisherman. I don't have much patience. I like the nonstop move.
We try to get the job done, bring back most of the best looking quality fish.
5 days,
5 days.
and you're sleeping.
I think a boat like that, they go out for 15 or 20 days. This boat's at offshore for 6 or 7. Our fish are a lot fresher than a long line boat.
You are, okay. And then you come back, sell them here to the markets, and you're good to go. Y'all live local?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I've been here a long time.
I've been here 15 years, 18 years, something like that.
Beautiful area, isn't it?
I'm from Homestead, about an hour north. I
Okay.
was born and raised there 33 years. I just moved down here a year ago.
So, and you're real Floridian.
Yes, sir.
All right, all right.
Born and raised.
What is up with this Miss Angelique?
Same thing we do.
Same thing. Beautiful.
That's a crab boat in the winter time. In the summertime, they're just getting it set up right now.
So do y'all love fishing? This is a lifestyle that you have just fallen in love with, and
37 years of it.
wow, good for you.
I say I'm 33 and I've been doing it for almost 14, 15 years now. And I was 17 when I dropped out of school.
So let me ask you, how did the hurricanes affect y'all last year?
Just slowed us down a little bit. We're backing up the operation within a week or so.
Oh, okay, okay. So you just took the boats and
Yeah,
protected them.
They stay right here, and then we empty out the fish house and get everything off the property.
Gotcha.
Takes a day or so. We're pretty good at it now. We've gone through it enough.
Right.
Chinese fire drills.
Yeah.
I had 8 feet of water in my house last summer, but yeah.
Yeah, it was something. That was unusual last year for us to get 3 of them, you know, 3 in a row.
Yeah.
That was not fun. But
Hopefully it's a little bit quieter this summer.
let's hope so. I think today's the start of hurricane, isn't it?
It is.
Unfortunately.
Where are you from? We don't want to
Tampa.
talk about that.
Tampa. So, well, I appreciate all your time. I really do. Thanks for giving me your time and talking to me. And good luck to you. Have a good year.
You too.
All right, so we're gonna walk down to the main sponge dock area. And a lot of this is gonna be more touristy attractions than I would normally like to show you. But I still think it's a good thing to see. I think it's something you might enjoy. Some of you may not. But it's a pretty cool little place. And again, this used to be the sponge capital of the world. It is really neat stuff. If you notice, everything is painted blue like it is in certain parts of Greece. All right, so now let's go check out some of the sponge docks. Now I always talk about smell-o-vision. The food on the street smells amazing. You could smell the kitchens getting things going. Turning out to be a beautiful day. The sun's coming out. It was quite cloudy this morning, which I love, but it's still early in the morning. It's just a little after 10. So in another hour or two, this street will be alive with people. In 1890, a gentleman by the name of John Cheney founded the first sponge business here in Tarpon Springs. This became a thriving business. People from the Bahamas, the Keys were coming here to hook sponges. So in 1905, a gentleman by the name of John Cockerus came and he started to recruit divers from Greece that would go down into these dive suits. Often like this, they would have a steel metal tank. Oxygen would be piped into the mask, and they would go with these heavy suits down to the bottom and pull the sponges. That started to create the biggest boom for the sponges. It was a much easier aspect. That is where all the Greek people started coming from different regions of Greece, and that is how the Greek population grew so fast and so quick here in Tarpon Springs. look at these desserts. Wow. It's good looking stuff.
Well, I have to pay again. You have already.
Check out this old sponging boat. It's a 42-foot sponge diving boat built in 1935 of cypress and pine by George Castrinos. Original name, Apalachicola. Used for sponge fishing until 43 during the World War II. Used during World War II for the U.S. Navy. Returned to sponge service after World War II. Used for sponging until decommissioned in 82. Very neat. Gosh, it's amazing they used to go out on boats like that in those rough waters. Here's the motor that used to run it. Super diesel engine, 110 horsepower, 6-cylinder engine. Pretty neat. What a cool place. Cool boat. Very interesting. Unfortunately, since today's Sunday, I couldn't come yesterday because of the rain. A lot of the places are just not open yet. It's 11 a.m. Let's see what we can find. I am actually very hungry. Let's go to Mama's, see if we can't get a good little sandwich. I'm starving. All right, so tell me what we got here.
Okay, so we have a small Greek salad over here. Have a little bit of lettuce, tomato, cucumber, pepperoni, olives, feta, and beets with our Greek dressing on the side. And then we have our famous chicken souvlaki sandwich, which is our toasted pita bread with tzatziki sauce, onions, tomatoes, and our grilled chicken.
Awesome.
All
I
right.
look forward to it. Thank you very much.
Enjoy, guys. Thank you.
All right. So let's dive into this, see how good it is. I have no doubt that it's gonna be phenomenal. It's gonna be a little messy, so I'm notorious for getting stuff all over me. But just look at that sandwich. Chicken, onions, tomatoes. Has a yogurt sauce in there called tzatziki. Absolutely incredible. The pita bread is nice and warm, buttery soft. Absolutely incredible.
The water, how's it tasting?
Absolutely incredible.
Amazing.
Thank you. So I'm not going to bore you with watching me eat the entire sandwich. Trust me when I tell you, this is so good. I'm going to enjoy it. I'm going to get back to you in just a few minutes. All right, guys, just finished up lunch. It was absolutely incredible. So if you're in Tarpon Springs, a great restaurant that I would recommend. Mama's authentic Greek cuisine. Absolutely incredible food. So good. All right, guys, with that lunch wrapped up, I'm gonna wrap today's video up right here. Do me a huge favor, just like last time, if you could, hit that like button. It means the world to me. Subscribe if you wanna see more content like this. And if this video gets 1,000 likes, I'm gonna take a boat out, throw a scuba tank on, go underwater, show you what the sponges look like underwater in their natural environment. We'll do some other exploration out there. There's a cool island, has a lighthouse on it that's abandoned. And there's some stilt houses out there that are used by fishermen that have been grandfathered in and have somehow survived all the hurricanes. So until our next adventure, I'll see you real soon.